Hello beautiful humans, hey, it's Jay, and welcome back to my little space on the internet. Without further ado, let's jump right into my August plan with me. So for August, I decided to go with a very neutral and minimal theme for a number of reasons, and by the time this video goes live, I will be on my first reason, traveling. I am now fully vaccinated. Yay, and so is my entire family, so we're going to be doing some local traveling here in Ontario at the beginning and end of the month, as well as a few day trips scattered throughout. So I wanted to do a theme that required very little stationery, that I could bring if needed, and that I could set up from anywhere. For this theme, I'm sticking to 4 pens, 3 black pens, and then this neutral, sandy, light brown Staedler marker. This is very much like my January theme from earlier this year, I know, but I really wanted the simplicity. Besides the travel, I am fostering a dog, starting in a new position at work, and work tends to pick up quite a lot in August as I do work for a university. So simple was really key for me. I went with this bubble outlined title from my main title font this month and added in a section to my dashboard labeled task for my monthly task. For the calendar this month, I pasted in this lovely monthly sticky note that I bought from AliExpress a while back that actually served as the inspiration for this theme. And because I am a huge Olympics and sports and anime nerd, I added this Yuri on Ice image that I saw of Yuri winning gold because it matched the theme and my mood at the moment. I know it's the Summer Olympics and ice skating is a winter sport, but still. To finish off this page, I just added this quote that I kept seeing on Pinterest like multiple times that reads, "Whatever you are looking for is looking for you." And I really hope that that is the vibe for August. Simple was really key for me this time around because it has been a very hectic month in July. I know, I feel like I say this in every video, and I will finish off this first spread with the grid lines, and I will speed through this because watching me draw lines is probably as fun as watching paint dry. This next page is a 3-in-1 spread, as the next set of pages holds my goal, if I'm pronouncing this right, Jashi Mood Tracker. I really hope I'm pronouncing this right, Jashi Koren. She's a Bujo YouTuber, and how she used this grid background setup for her new bullet journal, and it kind of looked like those grid picture boards that you buy at like Target or Walmart, and I thought that would be a great way to save space and make it simple but still stick to this kind of neutral minimal theme. I used that same bubble font plus Dropbox shadow as always for all of my titles, and I really liked how this turned out. I know I am late to join the Dropbox shadow community that's part of Bujo, and I am really regretting it. My gratitude spread is the same as always, and my goals this month kind of look a little different. July was a month full of change, which I don't regret, but I am a type A schedule lover, so instead of like abstract concepts for each goal, I decided to write down solid tasks that I needed to do that related to my main concepts for the year. You'll see my monthly challenge in a few spreads, but some of my goals this month were to monitor my thyroid health, start a new online course, read a finance book, and my monthly purpose was to take it easy, but to take it. Do things at a calm pace, but still get the things done. For my mood, I'm trying something a little different and doing like a graph setup where I will draw a dot to match with my mood for the day and then connect the dots as the days go by. My thyroid health has been the greatest as of late, and my mood is a really big indicator of what my thyroid's up to, so I'm hoping this mood tracker helps me to show my doctor the swings in my thyroid function. I lost the clip of me drawing all the grid lines, but that spares you some time in watching me struggle with a ruler, and let's move on to my habit tracker. This is the same format as always. I'm boring, I know. My weekly task, my weekly habits in a chart, and then a monthly calendar stamp of some sort to track my daily habits. I didn't want this page to look like too much and be too overwhelming with grids in the background as well, with the stamps and the charts. And so to tie into the theme, I used this light brown grid washi tape at the bottom and a black grid washi tape at the top in between these boxes that have my title of Habit Tracker. Nothing much has changed on this page. Once again, if something works for you in your bullet journal, just stick with it. And I found that when I change my habit tracker in terms of its setup or its layout, I just don't end up doing the habits. So we are sticking with what works. The only thing I did change though is that I did turn my monthly challenge of gua sha in July to a daily habit, as I want to keep doing it. I have noticed some results. It'll be on my TikTok very soon, but I also really like it for its self-care aspect. I guess that's just like the Taurus and me, as my horoscope loving friends would say. And I forgot to mention, as always, all of the items that I am using in today's video will be linked in the description box below, as well as Yona, my bullet journal. These are probably, actually no, I won't lie, stationery is one of the things I spend most of my money on, and so if any of these are on a good deal or sale, I will most definitely let you love Snow. But that basically completes my habit tracker. The only thing I did add, because I was watching my comfort animes, is this little cutout of the Kaichua maid-sama, or the school president is a maid. That English translation sounds so weird, but Kaichua maid-sama cutout graphic, because I was watching that and I forgot how much I liked that anime. And I just use that to fill the blank space on the left-hand side of this setup. And that basically completes my habit tracker setup for August. For my monthly challenge for August, I decided to try to do manifestation, writing, or scripting for the month, and I'm doing this for a few reasons. One, I wanted to do a challenge that was simple and easy to do on the go, given how busy August is for me and we wanted to keep things simple. And two, because TikTok keeps showing these videos on my For You page of people doing these manifestations and it working. So I thought, why not try it? I have nothing to lose. Half grid board to tie into the theme, and spread, I drew a half grid board to tie into the theme and put a monthly calendar stamp to track the days that I do the writing, as well as the 3 affirmations, manifestations that I plan to write each day. And I will share them with you, but warning, they are cheesy. They are 1, today is going to be a good day. 2, I'm becoming the best version of myself. And 3, I attract joy, love, and prosperity. Let's see at the end of August how this all turns out. On the page beside it, I just added that same brown grid washi tape to line the edge so I could see this page from the side of my Bujo and to tie into the theme. I also did this on the next set of pages that are a part of the spread, as I needed the space to be able to write manifestations for the 31 days of August. If you have ever done manifestations and whatnot before and it's worked for you, please let me know. I know all about like the law of attraction and whatnot, but I don't know, TikTok, this is basically a TikTok made me do it, because I think it's every 3 videos on my For You page. This next set of spreads is obviously a continuation of my manifestation writing challenge, and I just added that washi tape at the grid board for the first page. I'll tie in with the fact that I did a half grid board for the first page of the spread. I decided for this little bottom half to do another half grid board with this Tumblr quote. I know, I'm aging myself, that reads, "I want to start eating healthier, wear loose sweaters, create more art, go outside, lay in the grass, talk less, see more, and listen to music most of the time. And if that isn't a mood, I do not know what is." For the last page that we're going to be setting up today is my first weekly of the month, and I did the grid board again and had each day plus my weekly section sit in these different boxes, similar to how my task and brain dump were set up at the beginning in the dashboard. I used the neutral brown to create the boxes for my daily spreads, and then the black for my weekly box, and then I drew in all of the grid lines. This, I know, looks exactly like the first weekly spread I set up for this year in January with the same pattern of the grid, but creativity was not the main point of the August setup. It was simplicity. I think that the grid is one of the most easiest and kind of really aesthetic themes to try in a Bujo, so I would highly recommend it to anybody who wants a simple but pretty looking theme. And that basically concludes the last page of my setup for August. Let's finish drawing these grid lines with the ruler. Even though I'm using a ruler, they are slightly crooked. I know, my fault. But after that, let's cue the flip through. And here is the completed August 2021 plan with me. I love how simple yet aesthetic this is, and I can definitely say that I really loved using this minimal tone, and I'm excited to see how this looks filled out at the end of the month. As always, I want to thank you loves for supporting this channel. It would mean the world to me if you hit that thumbs up button or subscribed to this channel where we geek out about basically anything and everything. As always, I hope that you are taking care of yourselves and staying safe. I love you to the moon and back, and I will see you in my next one. Jay.